Guys, Gabriel and Saliba just adopted Haaland as their child. Congratulations, Arsenal. So guys, you're welcome to Click Sports. My name is Shalom Habu. Without any further ado, let us jump into today's video and reviews for the weekend's game.
I need that magic.
Go. It's a go. Go. It's a go. It's a go. It's a go. Go. It's a go. It's a go. It's a go.
You are watching Click Sports. Click to explore the games.
Right, so in the first game, Arsenal versus Man City. In what was the penultimate game of the weekend, we saw Arsenal snatch a dramatic win against City with a deflected goal from Martinelli. To be honest, the game was tight for both sides. The midfielders cancelled each other out, and it was left to the managers to bring out a moment of brilliance. And one manager did, Mikel Arteta, with the substitutions, of course. First, he brought on Martinelli, and he brought in the needed pace to help Arsenal stretch Man City's defense and grab the vital goal. Havertz, on the other hand, who was brought on for Nketiah, provided the assists to Martinelli. Partey was also brought in for Jorginho, and he helped Arsenal maintain the control in midfield they had. Arsenal just had 1% possession over Man City's against the mighty City, and Tomiyasu was also solid in keeping Jeremie Doku silent late in the game after he came on for Zinchenko, who was also very good during the game as well. So what did we learn from this game today? Saliba and Gabriel pocket Haaland. That has to be said. The way Gabriel and Saliba handled Haaland yesterday, it has to be spoken about, really. These guys really did well. So as Saliba and Gabriel left the pitch, Pep Guardiola may as well have inquired as to who still had Haaland in their pockets. The Manchester City striker managed just 23 touches and no shots at goal. He was not at his best, but that was down to the marshalling of Arsenal's centre-back pairing. There was a moment in the first half where Haaland tried to muscle up Saliba as a through ball was coming in. It was the striker that ended up on the floor. There is a physicality in this backline, this Arsenal backline, that sets the tone throughout the team's core and rejects the long-held notion of meekness at Arsenal. Both defenders are in completely sync with one another, and a duo many teams will envy. In fact, yesterday was only Arsenal's 5th clean sheet in the league at home since the start of last season. It was Saliba again drawing the plaudits. The case of whether he is the best centre-back in the league is becoming stronger week to week. The stats back this up. Yesterday, Saliba won 100% of his duels, registered 97% passing accuracy, and did not get dribbled past once. He is really some wonderful player. Right. What else we also learned from this other game? Well, David Raya looks a bit shaky. Yes, if you had asked Mikel Arteta prior to the match if he would have accepted a point, he probably would have reached his hand out. It is why beating the formidable force that is Man City warrants only a limited introspection for a winning side. Evenings such as this is rare and must be cherished. Though there was one area to address, the man between the sticks, the goalkeeper, of course. David Raya has started all of Arsenal's league games since displacing Aaron Ramsdale against Everton last month. He did keep a clean sheet, but he also did put in a jittery display that left fans groaning, with cries of "play it forward," having seen the keeper take an edge on the ball. But it was when it hit the side netting in the 17th minute after City striker Havertz had closed down his kick that caused me the most concern. The Spaniard is well adept in many areas, yet thus far he has not looked confident on the ball. It was made particularly noticeable by his opposite Ederson, who as per could spray short or long passes to either flank at will. So you could see that the goalkeeper for Man City was doing very well with his long passes and his playing out from the back, but the Arsenal goalkeeper was struggling a bit. So this is something that Mikel Arteta needs to pinpoint and needs to work on. He needs to help his goalkeeper become more assured, more calmer, and more swifter in his play and his decision making at the back. If not, it cost Arsenal. You saw how he nearly cost them with Julian Alvarez nearly deflecting a ball into the goal after a clearance from David Raya. So yeah, for Arsenal, you need to pick up, you need to work on your goalkeeper and you need to help him become more assured. Right, so it's also looking like a jam-packed Christmas for Arsenal, and this will be crucial for the Gunners. It is a fact, but still barely believable. Man City have lost 2 league games in a row. The last time this happened was in December 2018 with defeats to Crystal Palace and Leicester City. The most recent losses at the time in which the Gunners are weeks away from being at their full strength. After the international break, Thomas Partey, who came on in the 75th minute, and Bukayo Saka should both be back to full fitness. Match winner Gabi Martinelli managed 45 minutes yesterday and looked electric as always, but he still has another gear, having just returned from a hamstring injury. The upcoming period before Christmas could be season defining for the Gunners. Yet, this temporary lapse by City can only be taken at face value. Take the dismal run in December 2018. The Blues still went on to win the league. If Arsenal are to get to within reaching distance of the title once again, the focus must be on continuing this string of league wins and readying their fringe players for the inevitable part they will play. Injuries have already been sustained and will continue to do so with a schedule so jam-packed full of games. The likes of Leandro Trossard, Reece Nelson, and Smith Rowe must be ready for when called upon if the Gunners are to sustain their march to the title. Right, in the other game, we saw Brighton and Liverpool 2-2. The Seagulls captain Lewis Dunk late close-range strike sees honours even on the south coast, as Mohamed Salah's first half double is unable to inspire the rest to victory. It was the 7th time in 11 matches this season that Liverpool have gone down 1-0. They easily spotted aside Bournemouth, Newcastle, Wolves, LASK and Leicester City after falling behind, but many have felt that they will struggle to make a habit of victory if they started so poorly against a serious team. That has been the case against Tottenham and now Brighton. Mohamed Salah scored twice in 6 minutes to overturn the Seagulls' lead. Both goals coming after careless loss of possession on Albion's half. But the refs failed to capitalize on their advantage, and Ryan Gravenberch was left to rule, missing a gilt-edged chance at 2-1. And Roberto De Zerbi by this point enraged at referee decision after his side had been denied what he felt was a stonewall penalty for handball, and was left toasting a well-earned point come full-time after Captain Lewis Dunk atoned for an earlier error to equalize on the 78th minute. His game marked 8 years since Klopp took the reins at Anfield in 2015 and vowed to transform his side from doubters to believers. After winning every trophy on offer in England, he can certainly say he has accomplished what he set out to do in England. But one nagging doubt whether Liverpool are good enough to challenge for the very top prizes again this season after a year in the mire that saw them go trophyless last season and finish 5th in the campaign. So let's see how it goes for Liverpool this season. Liverpool fans are hopeful. Let's hope and see if their hopes come to fruition. In another exciting game of the weekend, we also saw a 2-2 draw between West Ham and Newcastle. Kudos to Mohamed. Let me put it like that. Kudos to Mohamed. Super Sub scored an 89-minute equalizer to end the Hammers a point and cancel out Alexander Isak's second half brace. Newcastle emerged with a hangover, recovered to leave West Ham punch drunk, and just stumbled from the London Stadium in need of a stiff drink after Mohamed Kudus beat the bell to salvage a point. It was the outcome with both managers will have taken before the kickoff on the back of the midweek European exertion, but one that left them wanting more come the end. West Ham would have won it in stoppage, who are turned in losing position into a winning one, courtesy of a poacher's double from the excellent Alexander Isak. It was a case of first half championship, second half Champions League for Eddie Howe's men. At least that was until they fell from their stool at last orders, failing to track Kudus' run before Sandro Tonali was slow to close on the fringe of the area, and the substitute blasted his first in the Premier League since 37 million arrival from Ajax. We've brought subs on in some games and they've not made a big impact, said David Moyes, but Mo did make an impact. We hope that's what he's here to do and make goals and score goals as well. Newcastle were flat on the pitch and in the stands during the first opening 45 minutes. Deflation on the back of elation after Wednesday's 4-1 win over Paris Saint-Germain. If that was the Lord Mayor show, here was the Mayor show. This was also going to be a challenge for them, not so much the physical recovery, but more so the emotional recharge. The players were queuing up to tell us how the win over PSG had felt like a dream. It was back to the reality here, and they were lucky to get halftime at 1-0, and with 11 men on the pitch. Thomas Tuchel scored the easiest openers on 8 minutes, and Bruno Guimaraes will have seen red when committing 2 goals in quick succession. The first punished with a yellow and the second not so. Yet it is a mark of very good side that they can be transformed after halftime resets. Newcastle donned their continental cloak of supremacy, and West Ham were left to look like Europa League inferiors during a visiting blitz that had them ahead by the 62nd minute. Right, so good one for West Ham, good one for Newcastle. Both teams continue their fine start to the season. Newcastle keep on, after destroying PSG during the week, they came on, grabbed a good draw against a strong West Ham, and West Ham as well, good for them. You understand? Mohamed Kudus, good confidence for him. He's now playing consistently in the Premier League, scoring goals, and you saw him score his first goal. It was very good substitute performance. His first touch, first goal. So great for West Ham, good for the Moyes, good for Eddie Howe. Let us keep an eye on these guys and see how their season goes. Now, in La Liga, we move to Spain, Granada and Barcelona. Lamine Yamal becomes the La Liga's youngest ever goal scorer, and Sergio Roberto slots late equalizer as visitors fight back from 2 goals down to rescue a point. A brilliant double from Brian Zaragoza meant Barcelona dropped 2 points in a 2-2 draw at Granada. It might have been worse, but the winger hit the post late on, denying him a hat-trick and a win at home. Barcelona were behind after just 18 seconds. They took the kick-off, but Andres Christensen played a poor pass to Gabi, who lost possession in the midfield. In a flash, Gonzalo Villa broke and fed Lucas Boy, who played in Zaragoza, whose shot across Marc-Andre ter Stegen should not have beaten a keeper of his caliber, but did. It was Zaragoza's fourth of the season. He's the player with the most successful dribbles in La Liga. He's only 24 and his release clause is just 14 million euros. Barcelona tried to respond quickly, but Andrea Ferreira blocked shots from both Lively, João Felix and Gabi. And on the half hour, Granada had doubled their lead, and it was Zaragoza again with his 5th of the season. He set off in the hope that Gerard Gumbau would find him with a long ball over the top from the midfield. The pass arrived and Zaragoza got in front of Jules Koundé, but he was not content with beating him once. He checked him back inside, then dummied his shot, sending Koundé the wrong way once more. Then, with the outside of his right foot, he smashed his high shot into ter Stegen's net. Could things have gotten any worse for Barcelona in the first half? Well, yes. Human cannonball Gabi had fallen on Koundé's leg during one Granada attack, and the defender went to the ground needing treatment. He tried to carry on, but the pain and discomfort in his knee was too much, and he hopped off to be replaced by Ronald Araujo. Almost immediately after that setback, Barcelona got back into it when Lamine Yamal became the youngest ever goal scorer in La Liga at just 16 years and 87 days. João Felix made it happen, picking him out in a crowded penalty area. Just onside, he turned the ball in from close range. Congratulations to Lamine Yamal. This boy is about to make the next 10 years exciting for all of us that love football. Lamine Yamal, wow, what a player. João Felix as well. What can you say about João Felix? Ever since he got to Barcelona, you've seen how good this guy has been. There were so many doubts about this guy. Atletico Madrid spent over 100 million on him, and he didn't really hit the ground running the same way Mbappe and the young players, Erling Haaland did at their clubs. But we all know the way Atletico Madrid play. They're a very defensive team, and attacking players tend to struggle in a team like that. Now you've seen João Felix since he came to Barcelona. He's been scintillating. His dribbles are sharp, his passes are pinpoint, and the boy works hard. The boy is focused. You can see he's enjoying his football. So good for Barcelona. Well, this draw puts them a bit behind Madrid, and me, I'm rooting for them to win the league. I'm a Barca guy, but from things stands right now, they are pretty much looking like to be 4 points behind Madrid in the league team. This is not good for them at this time. Jude Bellingham is on fire, and Barca have to pick up and fix up real quick, or else they might be left behind by Jude Bellingham and the Madridistas. Speaking of Madrid, it is Generation Bellingham. Spanish papers hail Real Madrid star Jude Bellingham for rejuvenating the team after the England midfielder scored again with brace in 4-0 thrashing of Osasuna. Jude Bellingham was hailed by Spanish papers for rejuvenating Real Madrid after his influential display to net in 2 goals in their 4-0 over Osasuna. The 20-year-old is enjoying a sensational start to life. in the Spanish capital, having scored 5 goals in his last 6 matches under Carlo Ancelotti, with a total of 10 goals since his £113 million move from Borussia Dortmund this summer. His incredible form has only failed to score in one of the 10 games he has started in all competitions, and he continued that run as Madrid racked up a thumping win over Osasuna. Bellingham opened the scoring in the 9th minute to get the team up and running before he doubled their lead after just half-time interval, breaking Cristiano Ronaldo's record for the most goal involvement in his first 10 games. Madrid went on to earn another 2 strikes through Vinicius and Joselu, but most of the praise from the media came for Jude Bellingham after the game, as hailed him for rejuvenating the team. Spanish media have taken fondly to Bellingham after his quick start to life at Bernabeu, previously singing his praises after seeing him on his debut against Athletic Bilbao in August. They called him the boss, and yes, he is the boss, and compared him to a cathedral after confidently following home Madrid's second goal, and he has since gone on from strength to strength and looks home at Madrid. So congratulations to Bellingham, congratulations to Madrid. They are leading the table now in La Liga, and it looks like they could be champions. Let's hope that things go that way for Bellingham. Well, so Bellingham, what can we say? He's looking, Bellingham, man, the rate that this guy is going, man. Mbappe and Haaland might be behind him, man. And this guy might break records the same way Messi and Ronaldo did. I hope he does. This guy is a great player. To me, it's as if God took Steven Gerrard on one hand and took Zinedine Zidane on one hand and merged them together and gave us Jude Bellingham. And I'm happy that we have a player like this. I'm going to forward the question I asked you guys last week again. Out of the generation of this new generation of midfielders that we are seeing today, look at Jamal Musiala, Jude Bellingham, Xavi Simons, Pedri, Gabi, Nkunku, Enzo Fernandez, Martin Odegaard, Phil Foden. Who is the best? Who is the standout player of this generation? Yes, we know Bellingham is on form right now, but talent-wise, who is the best? Me personally, my opinion is Musiala is the most talented. Musiala and Odegaard are the most talented, but I think success-wise, we will not know who the most successful is until after the end of their careers. So guys, please feel free to drop in your comments. Tell me what you think. Who do you think is the best midfielder of this generation? Thank you guys for tuning in. Please do not also forget to like and subscribe. It also helps the channel grow. And also please click the notification button. It also notifies you when we make a post. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you in the next video.